Here we have the HKS Hi-Power SPEC-L 2 single exit catback. Love seeing the foam sealed packaging. We got ourselves a mid-pipe section, muffler. Welds on HKS stuff are always exceptionally good. We got ourselves a polished stainless tip and the rest of it under here. So this one is a notable mid-pipe because it has a Helmholtz resonator. Helmholtz resonators typically take the high frequency sounds and cancel it out inside of this chamber. Shouldn't affect flow too much because it's out of the path, but any of those high frequencies get canceled out in here and giving you a nice rasp-free exhaust note. Got hardware and some interesting metal sealing rings, I believe, for each of the flange connections and hardware. What is this? Here we have another nice piece, hanger for the muffler, presumably. Yeah. All right, that's it. So let's get this thing weighed and get it on the dyno. All right, so these instructions are telling us to put this bracket on the passenger side and it's pointing to the driver's side, but HKS, JDM, passengers sit on that side.
These
so
instructions are JDM.
yeah, they're JDM. They're English, but they're for a JDM.
Dyno mode. Single exit catback. This is another quiet catback. However, this one's pretty light. It weighed in at 19 pounds versus the Tomei 3-inch titanium exhaust, which was 17 pounds. It was only 2 pounds heavier than a full titanium 3-inch, which is to be noted. HKS is obviously really high quality. They have an additional hanger underneath it to get everything hung correctly the way that they route the piping. We did put a caliper on this piping, and it was 2.3 inches, or 2.4, excuse me, 2.4 inches. Another interesting note is that HKS have this labeled as 4 cup. Need to look it up, but I believe that this is used in one of the Japanese GR racing series for these cars. So it seems like this is approved for the Cup race series over there, which is nice. I would say that this Catback is also header friendly. When you add a header, of course, you add volume, you add some rasp as well, especially with catless headers and front pipes. So this would tame that really well. The reason why is because this not only has a resonated front pipe, it also has an additional Helmholtz resonator. So that kills a lot of the high RPM rasp. This Catback also has no drone whatsoever in 5th and 6th gear part throttle, where some of the other ones did, more than likely because they lacked a resonator. So this one with that Helmholtz, it does excellent for that rasp and drone reduction. Again, this one is quiet, but it is header friendly. So if you did want to do that in the future, you'd have a really nice sounding setup overall. So yeah, let's get this one pulled in and on to the next one.